Grand rising to everyone. I'm not able to see and acknowledge your comments this morning, um, but welcome for all of those that are present. I see 10 of you are here. Welcome. Thank you for your commitment. We're going to dive right in because we're going to do uh, 20 minutes this morning. 5 minutes for me, 5 minutes for Tonya. And we'll be joined by another special guest, a member of the New Earth Leadership Team, Hathara, who will guide us in this morning's meditation. For those of you that are here, it's because you know what we are doing. You know that we are no longer powerless on this planet to what is happening. What we are doing in the next 5 days is collapsing and destroying any negative timeline associated with Jamaica and Cuba based on what we are observing. So, as we commence this morning's meditation, I would like to establish a cloak of invisibility around all participants, whether those present or those that will join us later. I will also like to dismantle, glitch, and neutralize all technology that will be trying to block what we are doing or prevent or suppress what we are doing to be shared with other like-minded persons. It is very important for everybody who is participating in this to recognize that you have to do a little extra work if possible. Let us try to fast for the next 5 days. When I say fast, I mean just minimize your food intake because we are doing very deep spiritual work. We will also sleep each night with a glass of water beside us. We cancel today any technological, biological, or weather related efforts that may have any kind of negative consequences on our island and the island of Cuba in coming days, coming months. Today we come together, we breathe together, we connect our hearts electromagnetically together to establish a grid of protection around our island homes and the entire Caribbean and the entire diaspora of the Caribbean. And with that being said, I'm going to hand over to Tonya for her reflections. Welcome, Tonya. Greetings, greetings, greetings.
Thank you, Paula. And, I'm so happy to be here again. No matter what the reason is, right? We're showing up because we understand the mission here. And as light workers, this is what we do. So when we choose this path, guess what? Along with that comes the responsibility to show up. And so, as Paula just finished thanking you all for being here, being present, joining with us in this energetic um, grid to stabilize peace and love and tranquility around Jamaica and around Cuba and on these islands and in these nations and within the people that occupy this geographic territory. We just want to give thanks for all that is, acknowledging that what is real is not what you may be observing. And I was just saying to Paula, Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe I was dreaming it. I was walking in my sleep, maybe. Maybe this is all just one big hologram. And like what why are we looking at it seriously? Let's just look at it like a TV show, like some entertainment. But that's on another level, okay? Those of you who understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. And we'll leave it at that. However, what I will say more emphatically is that it is only the truth you know that will allow you to be free. And so we've been speaking words of truth for a very long time. And we've been sharing everything that we receive downloads on. We're not holding anything back because in reality, it's all very simple. We experience what we create. And so, just as the truth you know will make you free, right? The lies you believe will put you in bondage. So, essentially, you have the power, we have the power. Collectively, the power is already here for us to free ourselves or put ourselves in bondage. We get to choose. That is the truth. We get to choose. So I would invite you all here today, whether you're at this present moment, observing the live, participating, or watching this recording at some other time and place, to tap into your heart space. Allow the truth that you know to be felt. Allow the truth to rise up within you, to be your experience. Open your eyes to what's real, turning away from the illusion of division and fear and chaos. Because as we all know, energy flows where attention goes. And so I invite you to bring your attention inward, bring your attention into love, bring your attention into peace, bring your attention into joy and abundance and freedom and liberty for all, no matter what it appears to be, because it is only an appearance until we give our attention to it and create a reality around it. So tear down anything that would be contrary to the experience that you want. Be that loving person. Be that peaceful person. Be that person, that being that brings comfort to those that are in need, in pain, or suffering. Be that person that brings the light. Be that person that allows truth to be seen in living form so that we all may rise, so that we all may evolve and ascend and be awakened. Because it's not about me or Paula or Hatorah or Rohan or even anyone in the community. It's about everyone everywhere as a collective knowing the truth, unveiling what has been hidden, what we have essentially allowed to be hidden from ourselves. And so this is a time to be courageous and consistent and know that wherever you are, there is peace. Wherever you are, there is love. You are bringing it with you. You are creating the reality. This is the truth. As within, so without. As above, so below. And so it is.
Thank you so much, Tonya. We've just been joined by Rohan. So let me just share with everyone the flow. I'm going to be inviting our special guest today, Hathara, and then we're going. And after Hathara does um, her affirmations or whatever flows through her, we're going to go into the silence. At that point, I will bring on Rohan and he will be clearing as we are in the silence. The silence is for us in, to lock in the grid that is being created by all of us anchoring in the light. Tonya said to me last night, because I just thought, okay, let's do a meditation this morning. So I called Tonya at 9:30 last night. I was like, Tonya, we're doing a meditation. And she goes, of course. As the ship is anchoring in on the shores of Jamaica, we are going to be anchoring in the light. And I thought that was so profound, Tonya. That's just it. There's no fear, there's no bewilderment. We just lock in and do what we need to do. We tap in and do what we need to do. I'm seeing everybody here now. I'm using my other device, so I want to just welcome Sister Vicky, Chrissy, Karen, Rashida, Jay, um, uh, Angela, welcome, Trail, Mudiwa, all of you, Mielioma, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And without further ado, I'm going to ask Hathara to join us now. And we just close our eyes, do our deep breaths, and lock in. We are all here together. Let us establish the grid of protection using our light. Thank you, Tonya. Welcome, Hathora. How are you? Thank you for joining us at such short notice. Oh, I'm not hearing you.
I muted my thing. Yes. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I was saying to a gentleman the other day, you got to stay ready so you don't have to be ready
That's it.
energetically,
That's
right?
that.
So thank you, Paula. Thank you, Tonya, and thank you, Rohan. So what is coming to me today is to do an energetic shapeshift. So we're just going to close our eyes or slightly open. We want to relax, and I'm going to pick up where Tonya left off. As above, so below. As above, so below. We call from the unseen to be seen. We call in not only for peace, not only for harmony, but for clarity. We call in a collective consciousness of warriors, a collective consciousness of courageous people who are not ashamed to radiate boldness, who are not ashamed to radiate the fight, who are not ashamed to stand up against or for. I'm going to say for love, not against anything. We are for love. We radiate love. We energetic shape shift whatever plan that they have, and we send it back to sender. We send it back to sender. We shape shift whatever plans that they may have or may not have. We radiate this loving energy around Jamaica. We call in our ancestors that are on those shores. We call in those wisdom keepers that are in those shores, in the waters in Jamaica, in the waters of Cuba, our ancestors that are in the waters in the deep sea, in the middle between Jamaica and Cuba. We call up those ancestors. We call up those technicians. We call in those engineers. We call in those medicine doctors. We call in the herbal doctors. We call in our spiritual guides that are buried in those shores. We know that they're alive because it's all energy. We're calling from the unseen to be seen. As above, so below, as within, so without. We are going deeper and we give thanks. Yes, they are coming. We give thanks. Whether we know you by name or whether we know you by energy, we are calling on those ancestors that have been protecting and guiding. We know that when we call, it is so. When we speak, it is so. When we think, it is so. When we feel, it is so. Whatever energies that they have planned on those shores, on those islands, on those people, on those consciousness, on the bodies of those people, we send it back to sender, return it back to sender. And we send a protective shield not only for Cuba, but also for Jamaica and the consciousness of the people. The ancestral healing energy has now been activated. We give thanks. We shift all that energy that is in the deep, deep sea. We call in that energy and we give thanks that that energy is now activated on the shores of Jamaica, on the deep seas of Jamaica, in the middle of the deep sea between Jamaica and Cuba, on the shores of Cuba, even within and surrounding Cuba. Now we call in those same energies to permeate through the hearts of the people of Cuba. Cuba is a very, very, very spiritual place. So whether it's Santeria, whether it's Ifa, whatever they are doing at this time, we fortify those medicine men and women who are working day and night to shapeshift the energy of their people and the consciousness of their people. We just need that 1% of energy that's more powerful than those who are planning against us. We just need that 1%. We give thanks. We give thanks. As we continue to call from the unseen to be seen, we give thanks that it is so and so it is. Ashe. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I felt that all the way through my bones. And
Alberta.
I'm heartened, and I know all the energies, all the ancestors can feel the support that is coming from this tiny group gathered here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank you, Tatra, for bringing that.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going to go into the silence shortly, but I wanted to just establish the baseline of what the 5 days will involve. Because we want to keep it short, I won't do the breathing exercise. I'm going to recommend that everyone gets up, gets into place, and they start their breath work. Nice, slow, synchronized breath so that we can breathe with each other. And I want to establish as the baseline now, going into the silence when we invite Rohan, I want to establish a baseline that as we breathe, we are igniting the divine light within our heart. And today we are expanding it out 11 feet, the electromagnetic field. Tomorrow we go 22 feet. The next day, 33 feet. And by the time we end on the 5th day, we want to expand the heart's electromagnetic field out 55 feet. 5 being the number of change. So as we sit here in the silence, just visualize your energy field extending out 11 feet. The heart being the center of the electromagnetic field. And as we breathe, we visualize the light coming in from our sun, the central sun, the great central sun, and going through that column, our spinal column, exiting between our legs and going straight into Mother Earth. And as we earth, I will ask Rohan to join us on stage as we move into the silence. Welcome, Rohan. Thank you for joining us.
Hi everyone. Morning,
Hi.
Natura.
Right.
Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Tony. So we'll just go right in, and it's an invitation to just observe. What if all of this is it's just playing out, and we're just supposed to observe it? I mean, I feel everything is already here, and we're letting go everything that is not. Letting go any old beliefs, concepts that we're you putting our attention on to bring in any experience. There's a bigger picture, and that's what we want to look at, the bigger picture, not what's showing up as evidence. We don't want to identify with evidence. We want to identify what's in our heart always. And what's showing up, we observe and we become experts at letting them go with love. Always come from a place of love. So we just notice, and we're not going to say we're because I said we're going to try to do it. I want us to notice anything doesn't feel good, but that's what we're putting our attention on, and allow the intelligence to address what doesn't feel good, any fears, any doubts, any concerns, because we're all different. And we're honoring that, and we're honoring where we are. So it's about being honest where we are and who feels uncomfortable, feel more self permission to feel what we feel. We're not trying to be like everybody, we're all different. So just put your attention on feeling whatever you feel, just lean into it. That's we technically we turn into the intelligence that knows, omnipresent, knows all things, and has all access in all time, space, and dimension. So just go ahead and slow deep breath is our friend. Just notice the sensations in your body. That's all. And probably later on we'll get some insights of the bigger picture. But for now, put our attention on the body.
As we wrap up this morning's meditation, I'm going to make a request that everybody here stays in this meditative state for another 5 minutes after I have ended. We are in the process of creating a beautiful grid of protection around Jamaica and Cuba. And we know that Haiti is at the sidelines watching and also participating. And that trinity of islands is very powerful. As we end this meditation, we understand that we are actively involved in the destruction of a timeline that doesn't serve us, and the transmutation into a timeline that is nurturing, protective, peaceful, and abundant. And so it is. I want to thank Tonya, Athara, and Rohan for joining us. And for everybody else, there's 34 of us at this time as we end the meditation. Just please keep your eyes closed, keep yourself exactly where you are, and continue to meditate. And we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, as we continue our work in the spiritual realm. Thank you all so very much.